Hello guys, welcome again to this channel. I hope you are doing well. I hope you are doing fine. So if you have not subscribed yet to this channel, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you do subscribe and get involved with this channel, because for you to be watching my channel, that means you have interest in livestock. You have interest in either goats, cattle, or pigs. So the best thing you can do for yourself is to subscribe, so that whenever I post a video, you get a notification that I've posted a video, and you come and watch it, and get the right knowledge, because this channel is all about educating people on goat farming, pig farming, and cattle farming. So on today's video, I'm going to be talking about pig farming requirements. Everything that is done in this life must have a requirement for it to be done properly. That is what is meant by prepare yourself very well, so you can be able to achieve something. You prepare yourself by meeting up with the requirements before you get into something. So the first requirement for pig farming is land. Land is very, very important for you to be able to construct your pig farm, and get your farm up and running. So if you are planning on starting a pig farm, make sure you have your land ready. Go into the villages, go into the rural areas, buy lands at cheaper prices. Don't go to the city and buy land, because it's much more expensive. And the money you might use to buy one plot of land in the city, you might use it to buy like 20 plus or 10 plus in the rural areas where land is cheaper, and where nobody will disturb you because your pig farm is smelling or polluting the environment. Nobody will disturb you in the inner areas, unlike in the cities. Now the next thing you need is water source. Water is very, very paramount and important in pig farming. Pigs drink it, pigs bathe in it, and pigs need water for almost everything they are doing, because of their body temperature. You all know that, most of you know that pigs don't have sweat pores, so they have to always use water to cool themselves. So that's why you need water. Don't decide to be bringing water from outside. That will be very, very expensive. And at the end of the day, all you want to do is to make more gain. So why increase your labor cost by transporting water every day to your farm, when you can build a sink borehole at even a cheaper price? I know that everything about water has been taken care of. So you need a water source. Now the next thing is building your pens and fencing the farm. It's always advisable to fence your farm. Even if you don't want to fence it, it's still okay, as far as you know that area is secure. Now you construct your pens, because the pigs will not be roaming around. So you have to construct pens, which is where they will stay. So if you want to start a pig farm, one requirement you must have to know is that pens are very, very important and required. The next thing is to get your initial stock. Initial stock are like the first pigs you buy in your farm. The most people's mistake usually starts at the initial stock stage, because they end up buying sick pigs, they end up buying bad breeds of pigs and keeping in their farm, and before you know it, they start having one issue or the other, and before you know it, their farm will be closed down. So that's the mistake most people make. So you always advise that whenever you are buying your initial stock, go to a very, very good farm. Don't just go to any farm. Go to a very, very good farm. If you enter a good farm, you know that you have entered a good farm. That's just one thing about all these things. If you know a good farm, once you enter it, you know that this is a good farm. Or once you even talk with the person that runs the farm, you know that this farm is a nice farm to buy pigs from. You get, if it's the one that you want to slaughter, you can go to any farm and pick a pig as far as it has the weight, and slaughter it and sell. But at first you want to rear this thing, you want to keep this pig for like 5 years, you have to buy something that is healthy, something that will reproduce even much more kids and piglets for you. So you need a very, very healthy and good pig. So always make sure you get the right pig whenever you are buying your initial stock. Now the next thing is feeding. If you want to start a pig farm, by the way, pig farming is not something that you can just start today and start making money in the next 1 year. It's not, unless you just want to buy and sell off, unless you just want to buy, fatten and sell off. But if you want to grow a farm, you have to wait for like 2 years or 3 years, depending on how many pigs you need to be born in your farm before you start selling. So you need to always plan for feeding for 1 year, for 2 years, for 3 years, and know how much it will cost. So that's why feeding is always very, very important, because most farmers will buy pig and not have money and not have feed to give them, and before you know it, they start selling their pigs again, or they start feeding their pigs purely on grass, which is not even that much which you cannot rely only on in terms of feed nutrition. You cannot rely only on the grasses. The only things that can rely only on grasses are goats and cattle, ruminants and animals. But pig being a non-ruminant, it needs other things. The next thing you should consider is labor cost. If you are starting a pig farm, you should know that one person cannot run a pig farm. You need some help. So the best thing for you to employ somebody that will help you, unless your family is very, very small. That's why you can only do the work. But if your family is big enough, you have to employ somebody. So that means another requirement for pig farming is labor. So you have to get labor. Now the next thing is medication. There's a lot of medical inputs in pigs. I'll be honest with you. Pigs consume a lot of medication, especially those young ones, because you have to deworm them every 2 months. You have to give them antibiotics. You have to give them other things just to make them to be healthy and grow very, very well in a short period of time. So the next thing now is markets. Before you start a pig farm, you should always know if the market is there. You cannot go to a place like Borno and start a pig farm where it is majorly dominated by Islams. There's no market there. And you can't be saying that you want to start a pig farm in Borno and to be selling to somewhere in Abia State. How would the person from Abia State go to all the way Borno to buy pigs when he can buy it in his area? So it's always good to start your pig farm in a place where you know that there's market here. People can come near me and buy these pigs if I want to sell them. Don't go and start a pig farm where you won't even be able to, make any sale. So always consider the market availability, and you make your ends meet at the end of the day. So the requirements, let me list the requirements again. You need land, you need water source, you need pens and fencing, you need your initial stock, you need your feeding, you need your labor, you need your medication, and you need your markets. With these 8 things I've mentioned, these are the 8 requirements of pig farming. If you are able to meet all these requirements, believe me, and if you now employ, the best of, management procedures in your pig farm, believe me, you make a lot of good fortune out of your pig farm, because you have done the right thing and you have gained the right knowledge to be able to run your pig farm. So that's on today's video. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe. And again, make sure you like this video, and whatever you feel like commenting in the comment section, comment it. Now I consult people on pig farming, I consult people on goat farming, I consult people on cattle farming. Now if you want to start any of these farms, I'm always available for you to reach out to me. My numbers are always in the description. And I have an ebook on pig farming. For those of you who are starting your pig farm, for those of you who are about to start, for those of you who are already there, who are already in the pig farming but still have one issue or under, like facing one challenge or another, you need this my ebook, because it will guide you, it will help you. There are so many things I don't say on this YouTube channel. That's it. There are so many things I don't say here. So those things are contained in that ebook. So if you know you are starting a pig farm and you want it to be go a long way, make sure you get this ebook, because the most important thing you should do, when you are trying to start any business or anything, is to have the right information and have the right knowledge. That's the only way you can be able to make yourself succeed at that venture. So make sure you get this ebook if you are a new farmer, or if you're already there but having one issue or another. So that's on today's video. Thank you for watching my video. Subscribe and like this video. Thank you very much.